There's a secret reporting agency that is actually wreaking havoc in your life today. This agency not only holds all your personal information, all your vital information, criminal records, where you live, everything about your life. And guess what? It is affecting you in everything and anything that has to do daily. From getting credit, getting a job, getting a new car, getting a new house, even going out of the country and coming back in. Now, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you what this bureau is, but not only how you can actually take control and make sure you fix it today. Let's roll.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
Now, folks, who is this credit bureau that is always lurking in the background? Well, the name is Lexis Nexis. Lexis Nexis carry so much information about your life, from your vital records, from real estate that you own, for every transaction that you ever done, licenses, criminal, child support, have you ever had any judgments, have you ever gone out of the country and come back into the system? Now, professional license, I mean, you name it. I've been in the military for 22 years before I retired, and one of the first jobs that I ever had was actually working with Jack. Now, I remember back then that we used to use Lexis Nexis, and we were able to find out so much information that it was alarming. I mean, I ordered my report. My report was more than 350 pages. I mean, you can't even know. I seen people getting denied for loans because of a bankruptcy that they had 14, 15 years ago. As a matter of fact, there was even a person that got denied because of a law violation, in which in some states a traffic violation is a misdemeanor, and they got disqualified for a grant with the government. So this is something that is very essential, that you must know what's there. And really, a lot of people don't talk about it because guess what? It's one of those bureaus that really people don't know much about it. They are intended to be that way. They are intended for that. They collect all your public information. What they do is they track you from the day that you were born, if you came into the United States, from the day that you came into the United States, and they need to know all this information. This is why law enforcement, government, usually goes to them when they do an investigation. They want to know everything about your life, specifically to know if you ever lied on a public or in an application, a federal application. I remember going through getting a top secret clearance and getting the secret clearance. I mean, some of the things that they came back that I really didn't remember. It was just simple things, but just those minimal things, those little things that honestly, I was surprised that they knew, guys. So I mean, this is something that we need to make sure. You need to know not only, this is something that we advise. Anytime that you are disputing any type of information, guess what? One of the main bureaus that you need to go to, Lexis Nexis. Lexis Nexis hold a lot of your public information. I want to make sure that you understand where to go, what to do, and how to freeze it. All right, guys. So who uses Lexis Nexis? You got to think about any credit agency. So anytime that you actually has been looking for any type of credit lending, you know, they also verify that information through Lexis Nexis. But at the same time, anytime that you dispute any account, the first thing that they review is Lexis Nexis. This is why you got to think about that. Lexis Nexis holds every email that you ever had, every address that you ever had, every name or variation of that you ever had, to include any name changes, social security number, phone number, emails. Guys, it is very intrusive. So this is why you need to make sure you know what you have, and you need to learn, educate yourself about this bureau. One of the main things you got to keep in mind is not only credit bureaus will actually use this, but if you're going to actually get a house, if you are going for a job specifically with the government, and when you actually go to a job and what they do, a criminal background, guess where they're getting the information from? Lexis Nexis. Lexis Nexis will hold, like we said before, any court judgment, to include any liens, claims, and criminal court judgments against you, to include child support and bankruptcy. So keep this in mind. I'm going to show you little things, how to obtain your record, how to freeze it, manual and the virtual way. So guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, so now that we're here, let me show you a quick step on what we're doing, and don't worry about not knowing the link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the bottom of this video, so like that you are able to just go directly to it. So first of all, how do you request a copy of your credit report? So you actually got to go to the link that's going to be in the bottom. And guys, it is fairly easy. All you got to do is either request a disclosure, or you also request a printable request form. So this is a printable request form if you want to do it manually. But if anything, just do a request online. This is for you getting a copy of your consumer report through Lexis Nexis. I want you to do this. Why? Because you need to learn what is in your report, what is showing. Because this is the thing, this is how you're going to start piecing things together. Think about credit being almost like a puzzle. You are piecing pieces of a puzzle together in order to get lending, in order to get credit, either personal or in business. So if you put information in one of your creditors' application, and then they go to Lexis Nexis in order to verify this information and it doesn't match, guess what? You will get disqualified. Like I said before, I've seen a lot of our clients getting disqualified just because they forgot about a traffic violation of almost 20 years ago that in a state was a misdemeanor, and they were going for a government loan or government grant and never got qualified because they failed to actually disclose it. So little things like that will always affect you. Now at the same time, think about this. About 76% of all credit reports in the United States have erroneous information. So it is up to you to verify that the right information is there, because you might have something that is affecting you that you don't know that is really affecting you, and it's really affecting the ability of you even getting credit or even a job. Who knows? Just make sure that you know what's going on. So all we do is you got to go to submit request, and once you submit the request, you go down and fill out the form. They're going to ask you if you want to receive the disclosure. Yes, get all of that information. It will take you about 2 to 3 weeks to get it, but get it. Start somewhere. It's better to do it and figure out what's going on. Like I said to you, when I requested mine, it was almost 350 pages. There was a lot of information there that I even have forgotten. Things of my youth, things of my, yes, I'm a young guy, but I was younger before. But what I'm saying is, I find out what was in my report, things that I kind of remedies going back in time. But it was amazing because I really figured out what I needed to know, especially about my credit report and about my information that was there, especially with my public information. So we're good. So we actually get the report. Now let's go to the freeze. And again, don't forget about me. Don't worry about the link. I will put the link in the bottom of this. Now, if you ever, something that I also advise a lot of you guys, disputing any type of information with the credit bureaus, the first thing that you will do is come here and freeze your Lexis Nexis. What that's going to do is that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax are going to try to verify some of the information that you are disputing. And guess where they're going first? Lexis Nexis. Now, if your credit bureau or this sub-bureau is frozen, guess what they cannot do? Verify the information that you are disputing. So at this point, then the credit bureau needs to go back to the creditor. And it's going back and forth. And you have the possibility of running those 30 days that you have by law in order for the credit bureau to investigate, either verify or delete. So keep this in mind. So all you got to do is go to Lexis Nexis freeze, and like I said, I'll put the link in the bottom, submit the request. And just like the other one, you are going to go ahead and submit that request and go all the way to the bottom. And that's it, guys. It is fairly easy. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to give you a printout or Lexis Nexis. This is hard to find. Actually, I was playing around with the website and they even give you a printout. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link in the bottom too, so like that you also have the manual way on how to submit a credit freeze. But at the same time, they give you the link there in order for you to freeze it. All right, guys, thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, this is something that I want to make sure I help you. Don't forget to go ahead and get your Lexis Nexis completed, find out what you have. And if you need to freeze it because you are disputing any type of information, you know you could do that too. This is free info, guys. But at the same time, if you need a help, you know that we have the best credit blueprint that will give you A to Z, a blueprint on how to get from the 500s to the 800. At the same time, do not forget to go on the bottom and get, if you are a business owner, get your free business success can. Get in the bottom, you have the link, member.360businessvantage.com. Guys, my name is Carlos Estrada Vega. I am the Credit Assassin. I appreciate that you guys were here today. Do not forget to go ahead and subscribe. Do not forget to go ahead and click on that bell icon so that you'll be notified every time that we post a new content. But at the same time, give me the thumbs up. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them?